Hello and good day, welcome to our YouTube channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview. Book of Leviticus, chapter 18. Let's get started now. The Book of Leviticus is the third book of the Hebrew Bible and the Christian Old Testament. It contains a collection of laws and instructions given to the Israelites by God through Moses. In chapter 18, God gives specific instructions to the Israelites regarding their sexual behavior. The chapter is often referred to as the Holiness Code, as it emphasizes the importance of living a holy and righteous life according to God's commandments. Chapter 18 begins with God instructing Moses to tell the Israelites that they should not follow the customs of the Egyptians or the Canaanites, in whose land they will soon be living. God warns them not to imitate their practices, as they are morally corrupt and displeasing to Him. He then proceeds to give a series of instructions on sexual behavior, which can be divided into two main categories: prohibited relationships and prohibited sexual practices. The first category deals with prohibited relationships, specifically those between close family members. God states that a man should not have sexual relations with his mother, stepmother, sister, half-sister, granddaughter, and either his father's or mother's sister or daughter-in-law. Similarly, a woman should not have sexual relations with her son, stepson, brother, half-brother, grandson, uncle, either her father's or mother's brother or son-in-law. These relationships are considered incestuous and are prohibited in many cultures around the world. The second category deals with prohibited sexual practices, which include homosexuality, bestiality, and certain forms of adultery. God states that a man should not have sexual relations with another man as he would with a woman, as this is considered detestable. Similarly, a woman should not have sexual relations with another woman. Bestiality, or having sexual relations with an animal, is also prohibited, as it is considered an abomination. Finally, God warns against committing adultery with a neighbor's wife, which would defile both the man and the woman. The lesson that can be drawn from Leviticus 18 is the importance of sexual morality and the need to follow God's commandments in all areas of life. The chapter emphasizes the idea that sexuality is a gift from God that is to be used within the boundaries that He has set. The prohibition against incestuous relationships is meant to prevent the corruption of the family unit, which is essential for the stability of society. The prohibition against homosexuality and bestiality is meant to preserve the natural order that God has established. Finally, the prohibition against adultery is meant to protect the sanctity of marriage, which is a sacred institution in God's eyes. The teachings of Leviticus 18 are still relevant today, as sexual morality continues to be a contentious issue in modern society. In many cultures, sexual promiscuity is promoted as a sign of freedom and liberation, while traditional values that promote sexual purity are often seen as outdated and repressive. However, the teachings of Leviticus 18 remind us that sexual morality is not a matter of personal preference or cultural norms, but rather a matter of obedience to God's commandments. Christians are called to live a life of holiness and purity, and this includes our sexual behavior. In conclusion, the teachings of Leviticus 18 remind us that our actions have consequences, both for ourselves and for society as a whole. Incestuous relationships, for example, can lead to genetic abnormalities and family dysfunction. Homosexuality and bestiality can lead to the breakdown of natural order and the corruption of society. Adultery can destroy families and damage the fabric of society. By obeying God's commandments and living a life of sexual purity, we can avoid these negative consequences and contribute to the well-being of society. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.